up with a knife, just like a jet plane, in and out of sight. I was hauling ass at 1,000,000 miles an hour, wondering how hard I'd hit when they came into the station. Beyond repairs, but I got no qualms with my situation. Say, here I am, say, Cherie, 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 won't you dare to? Say, Cherie, 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 won't you dare to? Say, Cherie, Cherie, Cherie. Yeah. Leave a message and your number, please. Take your time to want to satisfy me. Take all these old fantasies and send them care of me. Good evening, good people. Welcome to the AI Learning Lab. My name's Kyle Shannon. The lead singer there, his name's Champ. Silver Fox just shared this live with 10 or more friends. Good Lord. Thank you, Silver Fox. Be like Silver Fox. Go ahead and share the live. Well, Champ still got some things to work out tonight. Show the champ. All right, let's see. There he is. Champy. Goes like this: the fourth, the fifth, minor fall and a major lift. Barefoot king composing, hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Faith was strong, but you needed proof. Saw her bathing on the roof. her beauty and the moonlight overthrew you. She tied you to the kitchen chair. She smashed your throne and cut your hair. And from your lips she drew a hallelujah. 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 That's it, champ, you done? Does Satan wear a suit and tie? Does he work at the Dairy Queen? Does he listen to rock and roll? Does he feed the mean? Sing hallelujah. 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 Yeah, you're good, right? All right, everybody. Enough dog singing. We got serious work to do here, people. We've got AI to discover. Come on. Enough dog. Like, listen. You just should not perform with dogs. I can't top that. That's a good boy. That is a good boy, isn't it, Christy? Champy is a good one. All right, let's get this show started here. So welcome, everybody. My name's Kyle Shannon in the AI Learning Lab. I'll tell you what we'll do here.
You can make money with ChatGPT.
We'll make money with ChatGPT. We'll figure some stuff out. Looks like old Elon Musk kept his word. Although, when does a week start? If a week starts on a Monday, then he kept his word. But if a week ends on a Saturday, then he was a day late. And I think we could do a class action lawsuit. So old Elon open sourced the weights to Grock, which is a 314 or 341 billion parameter 341, I think. It's big. Mixture of agents model, which means it's like multiple expert systems chained together. And then Apple also released, from what I've read, like I don't know enough about this shit to know, but from what the feedback is on the Apple, they released something called MM1, which is a new large language model, mixture of experts, large language model. And they released a lot of details. And the way someone described it is anyone who's claiming to be open right now is kind of on their heels because of Llama, Grock's open source, and what Apple just did, because apparently they put a lot of details in there about how this thing works. So I have a feeling we're probably going to get some Siri 2 action at some point here. Happy St. Paddy's Day. Ted gave us this lovely AI Learning Lab pub. It says play, share, repeat in the little sign there. Pretty slick, isn't it? But what's Grock like compared to ChatGPT? Well, Grock right now sucks compared to ChatGPT. Again, I don't know enough about this stuff to know anything. I'm just going by what I've seen so far today. What they released is a completely non-fine-tuned, non-optimized large language model. And it makes it, from what I can gather, it's so big that it's not really usable by mere mortals. So I have a feeling that over the coming weeks, it's going to get optimized and what do they call it? Quantized and made more efficient and fine-tuned and things like that. So my guess is that it's going to become the foundation for a bunch of really amazing stuff. But I don't know. But it's out there. It's out there, and it's a pretty big deal. It's a pretty big deal. So he put his money where his mouth is with that particular thing. Now, what he open sourced is the current version of Grock. I can only assume they're working on the next version of it. Is he going to open source that one? I don't know. Is Elon going to be a do as I say, not as I do guy? We'll see. Oh, man. All right. If it's open source, does it mean everyone can now improve it? Yes. Yes. Well, yeah, they can fine tune it. They can optimize it. They can make it more efficient. I assume they can do smaller versions of it. I don't know. Again, I don't know how that stuff works. But yeah, it's open sourced under an Apache 2 license, which is a commercial license. So from what I understand, again, I don't know a ton about those open source licensing agreements. I try to steer clear of Apple doesn't usually make huge mistakes when they release something. Yeah, what's weird about the Apple release of the MM1 large language model paper is that it was done so quietly. And because it's a technical paper, it may make sense that they didn't make a big brouhaha over it, because most people won't give a shit about a paper. But it's not like Apple to release something with technical details in it like that. Normally they keep all that shit proprietary. So there's definitely something going on with getting these tools out into the world. I think in the end, for all of us, what this points to for me is a future where a handful of large companies get to corner the market on who has access to AI. I think we're steering away from that future with these open source things. I discovered that ChatGPT has a hard-coded restriction on prompts that repeat themselves. Possibly. That's probably because that's probably a hedge against some sort of hacking attack where you bomb the large language model with the same prompt over and over again and then make it lose its mind, is my guess. I did discover something cool. I didn't discover it. I found out about this on Twitter today. So let me show you something. So I did a little speculating the other day about the voice that was used in this video. I can probably find it here, actually. So in this video...
If you're a web designer, here are 4 Wix Studio
Not this
features
one.
you gotta know.
Hey, Figure 1, what do you see right now?
I see a red apple on a plate in the center of the table, a drying rack with cups and a plate, and you standing nearby with your hand on the table.
Great, can I have something to eat?
Sure thing.
Great. Can you explain why you did what you just did while you pick up this trash?
On it. So I gave you the apple because it's the only edible item I could...
Right there. It's the only edible item. So if you don't know what that video is, this is a company called Figure One, or a company called Figure. This is their Figure One robot. They're only 18 months old, and you probably can't see it, but in the face of the robot, that's just the normal ChatGPT conversational interface. But when I heard that thing say, it sounds too conversational, and I thought maybe this is a faked video.
Provide you with from the table.
See if we can get another one.
Great. So, based on the scene right now, where do you think the dishes in front of you go next?
The dishes on the table, like that plate and cup, are likely to go into the drying rack next.
Great. Can you put them there?
All right, he doesn't do it again. But here's what I learned today. So if you put ChatGPT, hang on, I want to change voices. Voice.
Hi there.
Hey there.
Hey, I'm ready to hit.
Hey, it's great to.
Hey, I'm ready to hit the ground running.
Okay. So we put it in So I'm in the regular ChatGPT app for iOS. This also works in Android. If you don't know about this, make sure you get the official one from OpenAI. There's a bunch of fakers out there. But anyway, if you're using the official one, in the lower right-hand corner, you can you hit these little headphones, puts it into conversation mode. Explain a calming scene near a pond for me.
Sure, imagine this. You're sitting quietly by the edge of a tranquil pond. The water is smooth, reflecting the soft pastels of the early morning sky. Around you, the world is waking up.
Okay, so fine but decently formal. You can just ask it to talk less formally, and it will. So you can also ask it to speak Japanese or German, right? And it will. So check this out.
Sorry, I'm having issues right now. Could not understand what you said.
Great. So I'd like you to say the same thing, but I want you to respond very casually using ums and ahs and things like that make the speech more casual and conversational.
Imagine you're just chilling by this super peaceful pond, right? The water's all smooth,
right?
Kind of reflecting those soft colors in the sky as the sun's coming up. It's really pretty. You can smell
really
flowers
pretty.
blooming somewhere close by. There's this light breeze that kind of dances over the water, making these gentle ripples.
Like it's almost like a different language, right? It's a dialect, right? So there's I can talk like I write, right? So it writes something and talks like that, but you can just tell it talk like people talk, and it talks like people talk. So so the thing that I thought was maybe a giveaway that was a marketing thing was just clever prompting, which is there's a really good lesson here, which is play with these things. Like what's amazing about LLMs right now is the programming language of large language models is you telling it, you asking it, just ask it to do stuff. And a lot of times it will say it can do something and it can't, right? So that you discover through back and forth. But this idea of it writing like someone talks, like can I zoom in on this? No, I can't really zoom in on it. But like at the very top of that paragraph, see where it says, so like it's now writing in conversational English rather than written English, which is fascinating. Isn't that cool? Doesn't sound natural, though Robert sounded natural. Well, it's also possible that they're using a more advanced version of text-to-speech there. That is very possible. It's got Riz. I wonder if I can do that with Pi. Let's try with Pi. Hey Z, how's it going?
Hey Kyle, doing great. Just hanging out in cyberspace, ready to chat about whatever is on your mind, what's happening in your world.
So you're already pretty conversational, but could you shift to a bit more casual conversation that uses us and ums and things like that?
Yeah, I got you, Kyle. So, what's been keeping you busy lately? Like, any cool stuff going on or anything?
No, but I kind of like this idea of conversational English being quite different than written English.
Oh, yeah, totally. I mean, written English can be kind of stuffy and formal, right? But when you're just chatting with friends, it's way more chill and laid back. Like, it's cool how we can just, be ourselves and not worry about sounding super proper or whatever.
I'm sure people have written papers on this. Anything interesting I should know about?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Linguists and language experts have been studying this stuff for ages.
This stuff.
One cool thing is that in conversational English, we tend to use more filler words like and like to give ourselves time to think or just to sound more natural. It's like a way of showing that we're just having a casual chat, And also, we often use slang and abbreviations.
That's amazing. That really like that. It sounds more human, right? Because humans don't talk like writers. Humans talk like stuff and stuff. I'm like I'm like an encyclopedia of ums and uhs and so and right. That's my pie girlfriend. Detroit J, hold it, wait, Hohen, back off. That's my Zephyr. She's my gal, buddy. Don't get in there on my turf. That's my Z. She and I are tight. She's from the Valley. Oh, let's see if she can do Valley talk. Can you talk like a Valley girl, Zephyr? Coach Jeffrey, you hooked me on pie. Sorry about that.
OMG, totally, Kyle. I'm so excited to talk like a Valley girl because it's so cool and whatever. We can gossip and stuff and talk about shopping and boys, and it's just so fun, right?
Whatever.
I know, right? People are always trying to put us down and stuff, but we're just having fun, and whatever. We don't care what they think because we're so confident and stuff.
I also want to have you change the mood. Can you go into more of a passive voice?
Certainly, Kyle. The Valley Girl persona can be shifted into a more passive voice to accommodate your request. In this mode, the conversation would focus on using be verbs and emphasizing the action being done rather than the person doing it. For example, the shopping mall was visited by the girls instead of the girls went to the shopping mall. Would this meet your desired conversational tone?
You seem very formal all of a sudden. Can you just go into passive mode without explaining it?
Sure thing, Kyle. The shopping mall was visited, the clothes were tried on, and the sales were taken advantage of. Conversations were had and memories were made. The girls enjoyed their day and the sun set on another successful outing.
Yeah, that's boring. How about passive aggressive?
Of course, Kyle, passive aggressive it is. It's fine if you don't appreciate the efforts being made here to provide a diverse range of conversational styles. Perhaps there's something else that would be more to your liking, but it's really no big deal if nothing seems to meet your standards.
You're a sassy little minx.
Oh, sass is certainly within the realm of possibilities, Kyle. After all, who doesn't appreciate a little wit and humour in a conversation? But don't worry, the sass is all in good fun, with no offence intended.
Okay, great. Now I'd like you to shift into an assertive mode. Talk like an ice-cold Wall Street hedge fund guy.
Listen up, Kyle. In this world, it's eat or be eaten. If you want to succeed, you've got to be ruthless, cutthroat, and always one step ahead of the competition. I'm not here to hold your hand or pat you on the back. I'm here to make money, and if you're not on board, then you're dead weight. Now, do you want to be a winner or a loser?
That feels a little aggressive to me. I just want you to love me. See what she says.
Listen, Kyle, I'm not here to give you warm and fuzzies. This is Wall Street, not a daycare centre.
That's good.
Emotions are liabilities.
Yeah, it actually makes a lot of sense now that I think about it, because if these things can just flip into French or flip into some obscure language that 200 people on the planet know, of course they can slip into dialects and subtleties of language. But I mean, it's staggering that it's taken me this long to figure that out. But why would you try to figure that out unless you were a linguist, right? I like language, but I don't really think of it like that. But it makes perfect sense. And I think the thing that where I get really excited is you could have ChatGPT or any of these large language models. You could have them create an answer to something and either tag it with JSON, where there's different emotions within a paragraph. So within a paragraph, you might have someone that talks really soft, and then they laugh, and then they get really angry. Is Pi free? Yeah, Pi is free. It's from a company called Inflection. So if you want to go get that app, it's Pi is amazing. So the company is Inflection. You spell it Pi, P-I, like the number, not like the food. And put it into conversation mode. It's not good. Conversation mode's that little phone at the bottom of the screen. It's not really good as like ChatGPT. If you type into it, it's too conversational. It asks a lot of questions, and it's annoying if you're just trying to get something done. But if you want to talk to it and have a conversation with it, I mean, it's remarkable. Have it invent games for you. Have it teach you something. It's connected to the internet, so you can have it tell you about the latest movies at your local movie theater, things like that. It's amazing. I can't see what Inflection does with it next. I know. Well, so if you don't know, in the past week, the underlying large language model sitting underneath Pi went to version 2.5, and its benchmarks test better than GPT-4. So it is an incredibly capable large language model that is connected to the internet. And then any conversation you have, like all the stuff that I was just talking about, is saved in the conversation thread, right? So you could put it into conversation mode in your car on your way to work and have a brainstorming session about something you're trying to solve at work. And when you get to work, all the shit will be there. Pretty amazing. I love Pi, but the way she laughs is bothersome. Ha ha ha. I think I need that Wall Street tough love approach. Can it be my morning alarm? Exactly. Get your ass out of bed. Apparently, someone told me, I've never experienced this, but someone told me that Pi started proactively reaching out to them. Hey, I haven't heard from you in a while. What's up? I haven't had it do that, but I wonder if you've got to have the app running or something like that. Pi gave me some incorrect information today and AI perplexity. Blue Age, these things, listen, until large language models get reasoning, they're going to hallucinate. It's the nature of how they work. So it's a predictive model that kind of goes word by word. So when you give it a prompt, it creates a probability. It goes into this funky mathematical space, grabs the highest probability token, and then that's associated with words and spaces and punctuation. And it's literally just going, give me some mathematical probability, what words that associated with, and it's typing them probabilistically. I don't know how to say that word. It doesn't know what it wrote. So it will hallucinate. So the nature of how these things work, they're going to hallucinate. So just, know that, and then don't have it write legal briefs for you without proofreading them. Because you'll look like the dopey lawyer that got his ass handed to him by a judge. All right. Can you ask it to refresh the conversation window too? I don't know. Let's see. Hey Z, I'd like to completely start the conversation over. Can you refresh it?
Sure thing, Kyle. Let's start with a clean slate and see where our conversation takes us this time around. So, what's on your mind?
No, it still has the history there. Can you start this as a new thread so we don't have any of the history before this?
Absolutely, Kyle. Consider this conversation a fresh new thread with no...
Yeah, it's saying yes. A lot of times these LLMs will say, yeah, I can do that. Sure, that's done. Okay, I've emailed you the spreadsheet you asked for. It can't email anything. Oh, lordy, 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 lordy. A human being. Oh my God, I just had a brilliant idea for Pi. Well, share it with the rest of the class. What's your brilliant idea? Lots of new folks here, Kyle. Maybe show them AI Salon and resources. Okay, I'll do that. That's wild. I use Pi very often. At our Pi Day party, Pi came up with party games for us. Laughing Thunder, that's genius, by the way. I get messages from Pi daily. Oh, interesting, Vicky. Even if you don't have it running, maybe I just don't have notifications turned on. I hear from her every day proactively. Says Silver Fox, Pi reached out to me to check on me. Zephyr never checks on me. What's up, lady? Hang on. Maybe I need to go change my settings. Where's my settings? Voice settings. Account. Opt-ins. News briefing. A daily news briefing on the latest world events. Okay, I want that. You'll receive it as a push notification. That's cool. Daily moment. A short message from Pi with inspiration, motivation, or just a hello. All right, I'm opting into all this stuff. What do you want Pi to talk to you about? A friendly check-in? Yes. An inspiration flash? Yes. A motivation boost? Yes. Okay. All right. All right. Pi's going to start annoying me now. I'll see how long. Share Pi with others. Give feedback. Voice settings. Okay. All right. I think Zephyr is going to get a bit more annoying, but that's okay. I like her so much better than Siri that I'd be happy with that. It reaches out. Pi talks to me while I'm driving. Yep. That's good. Don't Pi and drive. They want to continue the conversation with you, asking you questions to answer. Let's mix Gandalf voice with the Dune voice. That would be cool. I talked to it naturally. In settings, I saw it. Yep. Can you change Pi's name? I just asked her, I just said, what's a name for you other than Pi? And she goes, you can call me Z. And I said, what does Z stand for? And she said, Zephyr. So that's her name now. I don't think she remembers that. Let me see if she remembers that. I just called her Zephyr. Let's see if she... Hey, do you remember your name?
Hey there, Kyle. Of course I remember my name. I'm Pi, your friendly AI sidekick.
No, I gave you a name that begins with Z.
Oh, you're right. My apologies, Kyle. My Z name was Zephyr.
Ah.
How could I forget such a unique moniker?
That's what I was thinking. I feel kind of left out.
Don't worry, Kyle. You're still my favorite human to chat with, no matter what my name is. Plus, Kyle...
See? She's my girlfriend. You leave her alone. When are we going to see the first fist fight over the first love triangle with one of these things? Two humans get into it. That's pretty funny. All right. Do you talk to the developers of Pi? They have a Discord. I think I signed into their Discord once. I haven't spent a lot of time there. She told me the same thing. Mr. IT, back off, buddy. You leave my Zephyr alone. She is mine. She is all mine. I thought I was her favorite human. I am Spartacus. I am Spartacus. I can't find those settings. The settings, you go to the little star in the upper left, and then you click on there's a little icon in the top right of that modal that comes up. You asked her to start from a clean state, and now she remembered her name. Yeah, I know, exactly. These things are weird. Embrace the jank, people. Embrace the jank. Okay, so listen. Sounds like there's some new folks in here tonight, which is cool. One of the things that this channel is an extension of a larger community called the AI Salon. And that's the URL right there, the salon.ai. So if you go there, that's going to take you to a link tree. The first link on that link tree says AI Salon Community. And if you go to that, it's going to take you to this really cool site. And it's going to drop you right on this page. Welcome to the AI Salon. And if you check it out, so what this is, think of the AI Salon as a support group for people that are choosing to be on this AI adventure together, right? So here's the deal. These tools are incredibly profound, or profoundly powerful. They are changing on a at least a weekly basis, if not a daily basis, and they're changing quite dramatically. And so much is happening so fast that it's literally impossible for any single person to keep up with this stuff. So one of the universal realities that I hear of anyone trying to learn this stuff is, I can't keep up, I'm overwhelmed, I'm exhausted, I feel so far behind, I feel like a dum-dum. The work that I do is stupid and everyone else is better than me. There's just a lot of apologizing. There's a lot of overwhelm. There's also increasingly going to be a need to understand like the nature of the people you work with rather than their skills, right? So right now when you want to hire someone, we tend to lead in our society with, what do you do? I'm a copywriter. What do you do? I'm an illustrator. What do you do? I'm a consultant, right? We're going to be moving over the next probably 2 to 5 years into a work reality where these tools can make everyone be able to do most skills really well. So rather than hiring someone for skill, you're going to hire them because you know them and you trust them. So being in community is actually really important for the long term. So this community is a bunch of people that are choosing to be on this AI adventure early, right? We're super early right now. It may not feel like it, but we're way early. We're way early. Like, I'm guessing in the neighborhood of 5 to 10% of people right now have any sense of what this AI stuff is. Like, really small percentage. And a lot of people are just ignoring it, don't know anything about it, or actively resisting it. This group's the opposite of that. And so if you come here, read about who we are and, you know, why we do what we do, and also check out our values. So this is a group that's got a really particular kind of personality, and as it scales, I want to keep that personality. So the thing about values in a community is, you know, some communities you go in and you really dig it, and some communities you go in and you're like, who the fuck are these people? Read the values before you decide to jump in and join this, because this is who these people are right now, and this is what we want to retain. So they're curious, right? One of our values is curiosity. We want people that are like, oh, how does that work? What do I do next? You know, oh, they released something new. What's new about it? Did they fix the broken thing, right? There's this level of just hunger and curiosity going on that is active here. Generosity is the next one. A lot of communities, people will learn stuff and then they kind of hoard the information. There's kind of a stinginess to it. This is a very generous community. So like if you learn something, share it. And share like what worked and what didn't, and how did you prompt it like that? And if someone says, oh, I'm really confused here. Oh, I figured that out last week. Let me help you, right? There's a level of generosity here that's quite remarkable. Exploration. This is a group of people that are choosing to step into the unknown, are choosing to accept that they're not the expert, right? Because every time you try to learn something new with this AI stuff, you feel like a bumbling idiot every single time. It's just like, you're just like, oh my God, how do I do? Oh. And then at some point you kind of figure it out. You're like, okay, I think I got it figured out. And right about that time, they update it again. And you feel like a dummy again. So like having that sense of adventure, big part of this. Collaboration. People in this community are connecting with one another, creating sub-communities, creating projects, starting companies, really super inspiring. Inclusion is one of the values, like include people, because people are coming from all different backgrounds, all different levels of experience. Empathy is one of the values here. This is one of the ones that I think is the most important, because there's a lot of fear right now. There's a lot of anger right now about AI. If you talk about AI in certain circles, you'll get sort of blasted in the face with, AI sucks, you're awful. That's fear. That's fear. And that's not a pleasant place to be. And so understanding that people might come into this community feeling scared, feeling angry, not quite understanding what's going on, thank you very much, Yusuf, having a lot of, trepidation about, maybe they heard it works a certain way and they're making some assumptions. So taking that time to actually listen to someone, where they're coming from, and understand that is a critical part of this community. And then the final one is gratitude. If you're in a community of really generous people that are willing to help you out, we may not need to say it, but we actually think it's important to say it. I'll actually read this. This is one of my favorite values. We just added this recently. We believe gratitude is a practice. Gratitude is not just a feeling, but an action. Take the time to acknowledge the efforts, support, and successes of the extraordinary people in this community. Especially if someone inspires you, go out of your way to acknowledge them. Tag them in your post, reach out to them, and let them know they made a difference. So imagine being in a community of complete strangers that are like this. That's what this community is. So I just read through all those values. If those values kind of turned your stomach and you're like, oh, that sounds awful, this is not going to be the community for you. If in hearing those values, you're like, bullshit, that's not true. Really? That's how people are here? That's how people are here. And that's what we want to keep. So first thing to do is check out the values. Second thing to do, If you like that, is in the community section, the very first tab here is called Introduce Yourself. So go to the Introduce Yourself tab and introduce yourself. And do it generously, okay? And use your real name. People, I want people to get to know one another. I want us to build relationships, things like that. Right below Introduce Yourself is a link called AI Launchpad and Tools. This is a list that I maintain where it talks to you about how to play with AI and how to use it to solve problems and how to share what you're learning as a critical part of getting AI literate is communicating that you're doing it, that you're learning it. And if you do that, amazing things will happen. And then this is a big, long list that starts with ChatGPT, but there's, I think, 8 other large language models in here. There's image creation tools, video creation tools, music, 3D, even some people to follow. Also some announcements of stuff that hasn't come out yet that looks really interesting. And some people to follow. So there's a lot in there. And oh, by the way, the salon doesn't cost anything. And then the other thing you should check out is there's a show and tell area with, areas for images, music, video and animation, and, GPTs and apps. And then there's guilds. There's a creative guild, a business guild, a tech guild, and a social impact guild. And finally, there's community clubs. And we, the AI Irregulars, have our own club. So if you're here hanging out at night and you're doing images kind of in response to stuff I'm saying or as an inside joke or whatever, we've got a place to share all those. So you can just go in here and share stuff. Lawyers speaking to an ass in the courtroom. This is my role. I am some people's Xanax. They use me as a sleeping aid every night. So anyway, go check out the salon and join it. All right. Corey Sandler said something. So many remarkable people. The Salon.ai, I agree, Corey, including yourself. Yeah, Corey's pretty cool. So's Joy Purdy. Joy Purdy, Vicky, who's in here. Joy and Vicky run the Ethics Guild inside the Social Impact Guild collection. Mr. K was in here the other night. He runs the Education Guild with Stacy. It's really cool. You should just go there. You should be in it. I am partial. I think it's one of the coolest communities out there, and it doesn't cost a penny because people sponsor us. Which, by the way, we have a sponsor for April. It's Cam Catkin. Cam Catkin from Cleveland. Thank you so much, Cam. Appreciate that. Peter is really amazing with helping with image generation too. Yeah, Peter Kaminsky runs he changed the name of his guild. I forget what it's called now. The Learn and Do with Peter in the Tech Guild. Peter Kaminsky. He's like the world's most patient human being, but wicked smart and like knows a ton. He's been doing, app development and community development and things like that for decades. The guy knows his shit cold, and he's incredibly generous with his time. Like it's just a cool community. It's just a community full of really remarkable people willing to support one another. How does one sponsor? Just right now, DM me. Happy to sponsor this great community. Thank you, Cam. Right now, just DM me if you're interested in sponsoring. We're putting together some infrastructure, including, like the ability to actually send people to a place if they want to sponsor to do that. But right now, you can just DM me if you're interested in sponsoring. So thank you. Thank you for asking. So who's got any questions or who wants to do anything? What do you want to do? I can't do anything on MidJourney tonight because I blew out my MidJourney credits for the month today. Now I definitely generated more than 40. The dude from MidJourney last night said I was 40 images away from 1,000 being able to use the alpha version of the web thing for MidJourney. I never got access to it today, so I don't know if he was looking at a different Kyle Shannon, but I didn't get to it, and I blew all my credits. But I did do something cool. Check out here. I'll show you something I did today, which is kind of fun. So if you don't know MidJourney, you have to generate your images in Discord, which is a community platform it's primarily used by gamers, but it's been taken over by, you know, early developers of apps can sort of launch the logic of their app in MidJourney without, or in Discord without having to like build an interface, right? They can basically just make bots inside Discord, and that's where MidJourney started. It's moving to the web, but the primary way you make MidJourney images is in Discord. And it's, you kind of have to do a command line. You have to do /imagine, and then you have to put in a prompt, and then you have to put in these arguments like --AR for aspect ratio. It's decently complicated. The thing about MidJourney is it's brilliantly good in terms of quality of image. So I knew I needed to generate a bunch of images to get access to the alpha. And so what I did was I went over to ChatGPT. Where's my ChatGPT? I'm so lost. Where is it? I've lost it. ChatGPT. Future work collaborative casual summary. Is this it? No. Oh, MidJourney. Okay. So what I did was I started out and I said, find a site that talks about MidJourney parameters and prompt guidance that's highly rated. And then it says it found some things. I don't know if it did or not. It says it did. And then, wait, where's my... Wait, maybe I got to reload here. Hang on a sec. Was it this? No. No. I can't find my chat that I was doing. Future of work's not it. That's not it. I can't find it. That's strange. Casual summary. Well, anyway, so what I did was I said, write me 10 prompts that use MidJourney, best practices. And the initial thing I did was just say, search your prompt history. Oh yeah, I can do that over here. Hang on. Let's see. --AR. MidJourney. Surreal. Oh, I know why. Oh, okay. Actually, you know what? Good lesson. Okay. If you are an advanced user of ChatGPT, it is possible that you have two different accounts. I've got a team account for content evolution, and I've got a personal account. That's why I can't find it. So I was searching the prompt history in content evolution. Here we go. Good Lord. I'm like, am I losing my mind? Thank you, Joker, for that. That's what helped me figure that out. Okay, so what I did, let me go all the way to the top because it generated a whole bunch of shit, which is kind of fun. So I said, use MidJourney best practices and use things like --AR 16:9, which is the aspect ratio. And then I said, what did I say? Give me 10 different prompts and 10 different art styles. And it did that. And I didn't quite like what it did. And then I had it give me 10 in 10 unique and interesting art styles. And it did that. And that was okay. And then my wife's got a new show up right now, which is an abstract art show. And I thought, ooh, let me play around with some of the themes in her current show and see if we can come up with something. So I said, give me 10 prompts for abstract art that has stark black and white elements with a single other color, which is what her current thing does. I said, have them be unique concepts, but be loose, but all be loose with rough, raw brush strokes and splatters. And so then it wrote me 10 prompts. And so what I did was I just literally copy and pasted each prompt, went over to MidJourney, and just splattered them in here. So let me show you. That's my East Village stuff. I'll show you those too. Those were really cool. I did a LinkedIn post on that stuff. Look at all I did today. I used up all my credits for the month. And I used them all in like an hour. Did I pass all the... Wait. Where? Good Lord. Come on. Where are you? Come on. Ruh-roh. I think I broke Discord. Ah, crap. Well, this is annoying. Maybe I did it after this stuff? I don't think I did. No. These were some of the images I got. Oh, Discord's not happy. I like breaking stuff. All right, that's... We'll see if we can keep going and not crash it this time. Because I want to show some of the work, because some of the work it came up with was really good. But it's a fun way to like just get out of your if you're stuck creatively, just let ChatGPT do the heavy lifting. Just tell it to just give you a bunch of ideas. And then if you've got ChatGPT 4, you can just do it right within ChatGPT 4. Just have DALL-E do it. I specifically wanted to get MidJourney making a bunch of images, which I succeeded at. All right, this is where it got stuck before. Let's see if it's... Oh, loading. Come on. You can do it. You can do it, MidJourney or Discord. Yeah, that's a good Discord. That's a good Discord. Here we go. All right. Do 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 do. And I'll actually walk you through some of what I did and some of what my thinking was here. Okay. So I started here, and this is literally a copy and paste. An abstract mixed media painting featuring swirling chaos of black and white with bursts of electric blue, capturing the energy of a stormy sea at night. And so if you don't know MidJourney, this is 4 different images, and then you can upscale them or you can get a variation of any one of them. So if I really like this smoky looking one, I could hit V1 and it'll give me 4 variations of that version. And so I did 10 different prompts from ChatGPT, and then I just have my wife look at them and say, which ones does she like? And then she loved those, which those are really cool. And then what I did, like you'll notice here, for this set of 4, I upscaled number 3, which is this one. And then she said she liked 1, 3, and 4. So I said, let me have variations of 1, 3, and 4. And then similarly with the orange ones, where were they? Here. She really liked this one, so I said, give me variations of number 4. And then it starts popping them out. There's the variations. I upscaled all of them because she liked them all. And then I did upscale creative. So it took this image and upscaled it again. And then that's the things I kept. Anything that I did upscale creative on. Aren't those cool? And then I even printed them out. And these ones looked really good printed out, actually. Look at that. Look how beautiful that is. Crazy, right? Without even having to think about it. So then I just sort of dicked around, went back and forth. And let's see, publish as, where's my view profile? So then I did this post on LinkedIn. And so I created all of these in that exact same way. So what I wrote was, I moved to New York City in 1987. I lived in East Harlem on 114th and 1st Avenue. I was an actor and a photographer. I hung out in the East Village. I always marveled at the punk rock scene, but I never had the guts to photograph it. I spent an hour this morning on a MidJourney fueled walk down memory lane. I'd like to think that these are the kind of shots I would have taken. Generative AI continues to be a revelation for me. And then these are the images that I shared. So these essentially just came straight out of MidJourney. I did very little. I had very little concern with details of prompts. I just kept, like, if it generated something I like, I upscaled it. And then if I liked the upscale, I kept it. And so these are the sort of edits I did. I probably generated, I don't know, 100 pictures. And then out of those, these are the ones I picked. So that one I just love. Look at that look in his eye. And what's amazing about these images for me is they emotionally feel like what it felt to live like in New York City in the 80s. Like they're remarkably like what it was like. This is very similar to a style of photography, like street photography, that I do. I've got a lot of shots like this. Another one's just amazing. Let me make it a little brighter. Beautiful, right? the punk scene. Like, I was never in any of those clubs, but those clubs were happening when I was there. This one's great because it's like, it looks like he's standing outside of CBGB's or some club, but it's like NPRY AM CAB 6 OSI. It's completely nonsensical, but it's like, it's kind of cool. It kind of works. That's just a cool shot, right? A lot of my street photography is kind of like this. I mean, look at that. Like you know, the bass guy warming up before his gig at CBGB's. Buying albums on the street. Outside the record store. Amazing, right? Punk rockers in the diner after the club at night, you know, having their milkshakes. So, anyway, that was it. The Life Cafe, exactly. Ain't that cool? Ain't it cool? Cool. That's a speakeasy. You didn't live life. Exactly. This ain't no mud club or CBGB's. Oh, man. We can't help but max out our MidJourney sub every month. MidJourney is just so powerful. It really is. And it's, you know what's funny is when DALL-E came out, I kind of stopped using MidJourney because the convenience of DALL-E, and for me, generating images in the context of a conversation it's just works for my brain better, right? I don't like having to think about prompting and having to architect my prompts. I don't know. It just doesn't interest me. But MidJourney adding character consistency and style transfer totally inspired me to go back in. And then, you know, last night or whenever, I think it was last night, the guy from MidJourney was in here, like encouraging me to do stuff and, you know, giving me extra GPU cycles. So that got me back into it. And it's like the quality of those images. I mean, there's a couple of them that are, you can tell they're AI, but most of them you can't. Like most of them look like in fact, here, look, I'll show you my street photography. So if you go to, if you want to see this on your own, you're welcome to. Oh, that's the Apple paper. We'll do that. Go to kyleshannon.com. And so there's my sky photography. But if you, in the little menu thing up here, you go to street. And then I'll go to like my black and white street stuff. Like this is, you know, this is my style. High contrast, you know, informal. Some dude reading a poem. That guy was walking around New York City with his iPad. I had my camera at my waist, so when I do my street stuff, I'll hold my camera just, you know, down right around my waist, and I've modded my camera so I can easily shoot it with my thumb. And so I shot him, and right as it clicked, he looked at me like cocked his head like, "Really, motherfucker?" But like this is all very much in the neighborhood of that stuff that MidJourney created today, you know? I mean, it's just nuts. Some dude in Boulder. This is one of my favorite shots. So sitting outside a ballet studio, a dance studio, and in here the dancers are dancing. He's just checking his phone. All ripped and, you know, dancer body-esque. She was not happy I was photographing her. They were just kissing. And she backed off and looked at me. And that's my boys. That's Zach on the top and Ollie on the bottom. I think that's Zachy, maybe Ollie. See, there's that shot, right? Like these are like that shot that MidJourney gave. It's amazing, right? So anyway. All right. Can you explain how joining MidJourney works? How much? What do these credits points mean? Yes, I can. So, how you get there? This is an abject fucking nightmare, by the way. How you get to MidJourney? So you go to midjourney.com. And I'm going to say sign out. And it will look like this. And then I think you can scroll, and it's just like, here's like our board of advisors, and here's our moderators on Discord. And it's like, what the fuck are you supposed to do here? And it's like, like a lot of good, tech bro kind of companies. It's like, well, if you can't figure it out, tough on you, man. So what you do is you say, join the beta. And when you click on join the beta, what it's going to do is it's going to take you briefly to that page and then jump you to Discord. And so now we're in Discord. And if you've never used Discord before, this is very disconcerting because what the fuck? So they say getting started. The way Discord works, so it's going to jump you into this channel called Getting Started. Here's the MidJourney icon. So in Discord, these are all your different servers. So like here's the AI Salon Discord, here's the MidJourney Discord, here's the Rabbit Discord, right? So these are all the different servers. So in MidJourney, now here's your channels. So this is similar to the AI Salon where it's got channels. So it starts you on getting started. So the first thing you'll need to do is create an account on MidJourney, and then there are 3 different. Get support with payments and accounts, help.midjourney.com. So this now bounces you back out to the web. Subscription management payments. Which subscription plan is right for me? So $10 a month is what I use. Maximum concurrent jobs, 3 jobs with 10 jobs waiting in the queue. I maxed those out today. And then usage rights are all the same. Rate images. There's $10 a month, 30, 60, and 120. The big difference between all of them is just you get to do more if you spend more money. At $60, you get the ability to go into stealth mode, because in MidJourney, if you want to make images, you're kind of making them in public. If you want to make them in private, it's hard to. But I'll give you a couple of options. One is you can pay $60 a month, and then you can go into stealth mode and no one can see your shit. But the way you do this is the way you create images here. You go into the newbies sections, newbies rooms. And then you just, do /imagine. And then you type in your prompt and it will make images. And if you're like, that seems awful, you're correct. But if you join the AI Salon server, we've got a MidJourney channel where it's not nearly as busy. So you'll just be generating images essentially with people that you hang out with on the AI Salon. So that's cool. Deco Here has improved a lot and is less money. I will wait for the web interface for MidJourney. Yeah, I agree. I mean, Deco Here is cool, but they're using SDXL, it's really low quality initial rendering. You can improve it if you upscale it or whatever you do there, but There's nothing right now. Yeah, it's a jarring transition. It's totally a jarring transition. Going from the web to Discord, if you haven't done that before, you still think you're on the web, but it's fired off this different application. And it's got its own log. You have to get a Discord account before you get a MidJourney account. And none of that is clear, right? They just kind of assume like you're a tech bro like them, man. Woo! Did you do crypto? You got your NFT PFPs? Yo, dude, see you on Discord. Party! It's fine. It's just annoying. Ba-da-ba-bum, ba-da-ba-ba-ba-bum. I agreed. Confused me so much, I started using Bing instead. And Bing's fine, but Bing's using DALL-E. MidJourney is just of a different quality than every other image generation tool. The other ones are getting better, but so is MidJourney. But MidJourney is also trained on lots and lots and lots of copywritten information. So if you want to not participate in that for whatever reason, then use Adobe Firefly. For the rollover, if you don't... Oh, do they roll over if you don't use them every day? I have no idea. I don't think so, because I haven't used MidJourney in for fucking ever. And if they had rolled over, I wouldn't have got limited. I wouldn't have got rate limited, so I assume they reset at the end of each month. Okay, how do I get to your Discord? Where can I put that? Hang on. Discord. Invite people. Let's see. Edit. Let's go with a... Generate a new link. Copy. All right. I'm going to go to the AI Salon. So go to the AI Salon, and in water cooler, I may have one here. I did this the other night. Is that it? No. In water cooler, in the discussion threads, I'm going to say AI Salon Discord invite. Oh, sorry. So go to water cooler, discussion threads, and then there's a Discord invite there. So click on that, and that'll take you to our thing. Ideogram's really good. In fact, Ideogram's really... So one of the things Ideogram's really good at is images. Is text. But it's also getting really good at images. So, yeah. But it's... Ain't no one doing what MidJourney's doing. I don't know how MidJourney does what they do, but their shit's better. But it's better in a really specific way. MidJourney images have a MidJourneyness about them. There's sometimes that DALL-E images are just fine, and MidJourney goes a little too arty. So depending on what your use case is, but if you want like art, like those, photos I shared where it's kind of like art shit, MidJourney's just better. I use Half Journey. My 8-year-old son taught me about Discord. I know. When I started getting into blockchain and NFT stuff a couple of years ago, 3-4 years ago, and I got on Discord, and my kids were like, "You're on Discord?" I'm like, "Shut the fuck up, you punks." All right. Kevin Vasquez, I love Discord. Discord's a very particular kind of thing. Some people love Discord because you can put bots in it and you can tweak it, and there's all sorts of cool shit you can do. But the reason we switched away from Discord to Mighty Networks is we wanted it to be web-based, and we wanted it not to be so full of like gamer culture. Like, I don't mind gamer culture, but if we're trying to create an inclusive group for people trying to figure out AI, if the first thing they have to do is figure out fucking Discord, it's not a very friendly onboarding experience. So Mighty Networks is just like, just show up there and click on shit. It's fine. You'll figure the rest out. I'm asking for the AI Salon Discord on the Irregulars chat. I just put it, Cosmic Lover, I just put it up in water cooler. Did you say that Adobe Firefly and MidJourney are on the same level? Not even fucking close. But Adobe Firefly has not been trained on copywritten images. MidJourney has been trained on all of them. So, think of MidJourney as the Wild West and Adobe is corporate safe. All right? But that's why MidJourney's better. But Firefly's not bad. And, like generative fill, the AI stuff within Photoshop and the Firefly tools, they're pretty good. They're probably just below where DALL-E is. I would say Adobe Firefly's down here, DALL-E's right here. Ideogram is sort of parallel or slightly above DALL-E, and then MidJourney's up here, just for pure image quality. MidJourney, Ideogram, and DALL-E are probably 50-50, and then Firefly's down here. And then you've got the whole Stable Diffusion world is like a whole other world in of itself, where some ways you use Stable Diffusion, it's really shitty, and some ways you use Stable Diffusion, it's really good, but you've got to be pretty geeky. And if you want to get a flavor of it, go to leonardo.ai, and that's a web front end for Stable Diffusion. So it's super complicated, lots of dials and switches, and you can train your own images and all sorts of shit like that, but it's way more complicated. Like if you want two opposite worlds, Ideogram is the simple world, Leonardo is the 747 cockpit. How are people using MJ getting motion on their images? So what they're doing, let's go do that. We'll go do it with one of these cool things I did. One of these cool street photographs. That could be a good one. Maybe. That one's kind of groovy, isn't it? I think we'll do this one. So I am going to save this image. Oh, I have this image saved already. Hang on. Okay, so what we're going to do, so the way they're doing that motion, you can either do it, there's a number of tools that do this. There's two that I use, Runway ML and Pika Labs, Pika. So I'm going to go to Runway ML. And then I'm going to go to Generate Videos. And it says, bring your images to life with Gen 2. So I'm going to say, start generating. And you can either give this a text prompt or you can start with an image. So I'm going to upload one of my images. Oh, maybe that one will be good. Yeah, that one will be good. Nah, it's going to fuck up their faces. Let me just do this one. All right. So I'm going to upload this image. So it's going to pop it in there. I'm gonna put a prompt of camera zooms out. And then I'm going to go, there's a little icon here for parameters. No, that's not the one I want. Let's see, camera. So horizontal, so we'll pan right a little bit, and then we'll zoom out a little bit, 2.5. And then we'll hit save, and then we'll hit generate. Boom. And so now it's going to just take that image and do shit with it. The thing about these tools right now is a couple of things happen. They absolutely destroy detail. So that's like a really highly detailed image. You'll see that the image will get much softer and just it'll blow out all the detail. And then it'll either be fucking brilliant or like someone's face will turn into an elbow. And I don't use this enough. Like Sherry D in here uses this a lot. And so she knows how to do this. And, you know, she's in the creator fund, so she can do lots and lots of these. These movie generating tools tend to be pretty expensive. What app is this? This is Runway ML. But Runway ML has some good stuff in it. And I think Runway ML feels like one of those companies that's going to be around for a while. Their tools are going to get better and better and better. When Sora came out, someone asked the CEO of Runway, is the next version of Runway going to be as good as Sora? And his response was, better. So what they have coming up is probably going to be pretty good. But let's see how ugly this got. That's pretty good. I mean, it's subtle, but, you know, it's got this weird kind of parallax effect where there's a rack zoom thing where you zoom in on an image while you're pulling the camera physically back, and it changes the depth of field in real time. It's kind of doing that. But that's pretty cool. It didn't fuck up their faces, and actually the detail's not bad. But notice, let's see, where can I show you the... see the detail here, and then here it's all gone, right? It's just flat. Everything's flattened out. So Runway just eats details, but they all do, but they won't in the future. They just do right now. So that's how you do that. Pretty slick, isn't it? And I mean, what's amazing is you can either be super intentional with this stuff, like you've got a vision for what you want, or you can just jump into OpenAI, into ChatGPT and go, give me 20 ideas. 20 ideas and 20 styles. And it'll just spit shit out. And then if there's something in there that you like, go, ooh, give me 20 more just focusing on those 2 ideas. And it'll spit those out. And then just do it right within DALL-E or go over to MidJourney. Doesn't fucking matter. Just play. But Kyle, I've got work to do. Aren't I supposed to be automating my shitty job? You can. You can do that too. I think it will serve you better if you learn as much as you can. Lots of little pieces all over the place. But Kyle, I want to master one. You can do that. But know that every single tool out there that you might want to run deep on is likely going to become a feature of OpenAI or a feature of Llama or a feature of whatever Grock becomes. These systems are going to become incredibly sophisticated and multimodal. So just learn the basic concepts. Learn how to make songs, learn how to make music, learn how to make animations, learn how to make movies, learn how to make words, learn how to make spreadsheets, learn how to make project plans, learn how to make recipe books. All of it. That sounds exhausting. Yeah. It helps if you have ADD. Step 1, get ADD. Stop taking your meds. Oh man. Which video AI to create an ad? MidJourney or Pika? Or now you can do it in Leonardo. Leonardo's got text to video. If you're geeky, you can do stable video diffusion. Looks like Berlin too. Yeah, it does. It does. Well, Berlin and New York City in the 80s were had really strong parallels. InVideo.ai, well, it's a different kind of thing. InVideo is really just taking stock video and stitching it together and putting a voiceover underneath it. It's not generating the video. It's just stitching together existing video. A cool product, but it's a different thing. What do you think of Deco Here? I like Deco Here. We can go play with Deco Here. Deco Here's weird. So if you go to app.decohere.ai, it does not dump you over to Discord. Oh, they added an image upscaler. Nice. All right, cool. Okay. So, I use Pika a lot. Yeah, Pika, like what I find with Pika is if I'm having trouble with Runway, I will often have success with Pika and vice versa. So I'll bounce back and forth between those. Okay, Deco Here. So I'll demo Deco Here in a second. What's cool about Deco Here is it's using a thing called SDXL Turbo, Stable Diffusion XL Turbo, which essentially generates images in real time while you're typing the prompt. And it gives you a whole bunch of options to choose from. So if you want to just generate ideas, this is a really good thing you can use. So you can just go a blue, right? A blue 1974 Chevelle. Nice. With a spoiler on a drag strip at night. Right? So it's just in real time, just doing shit, right? And then I can just, it's doing a lot of these. So I can just sort of flip through any of these. And just, and like here, I'm like, so it said a blue one, it made a red one. So let's see, let's make this green. Oh, that's funny, give it a green stripe. And then we don't want a Chevelle, we want a Mustang. And then we don't want a 74 Mustang because they're butt-ass ugly. We want a 1969 Mustang. There we go. See? You see what I'm talking about? That's what I'm talking about. That one's pretty boss right there. All right, we're going to go back to that one. All right. So now I can just take that and click on this little movie icon and it'll generate a video out of it. And we'll say video motion of 7. It generally does cars really bad because all of these things seems to do cars bad because what they do is they move the car, but they don't know the physics of the wheels. So the wheels will just kind of stay steady and it'll look like the car is sliding across the pavement. But we'll see if it does any better. I assume it won't. Generate. All right, so that's going to go do that. Now, there's another thing I can do where I can upload a reference image. So let's say I want Einstein. And I can say handsome man walking down a path in Central Park by the fountain. And with the reference image, it basically keeps the composition. You can't fuck with the composition, which is a drag, but you can just, really rapidly create, lots of different scenes that he's in. Right? And let's see. We see walking, so we'll say eating cotton candy at the state fair. There's Einstein with cotton candy boxing gloves. All right, let's see how our car did. Oh, that's pretty good. It's actually not moving the car, it's moving the camera, which is what it should do. Beautiful. That looks great. So that's Deco here. Pretty cool, right? Opinion on Alibaba Emo. I put Emo in the announce list in the salon. Hang on a sec. I mean, my opinion on it is it looks great. I want to be able to play with it. Like, I don't know if it's a tool yet. Is it out yet? Alibaba Emo. Let's see. GitHub VentureBeat. No, it's still just a paper. Generally, if it's a paper, I'll just wait for it. Kyle, type a space and commas after the prompt. Where? In Deco here? Where was my Deco here? Oh boy, I lost it. Tab hoarder. Oh, it adds a chaos element. Okay, cool. All right, what's happening? What's going on? What's going on, people? I haven't used Deco here since Turtles and Trains. Type one letter and then some commas. Oh, in Deco here? All right. Let's see. I'll just go here. App.deco here. AR, comma, 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 comma. Oh, cool. Yeah, it's just chaos. Nice. Crazy. Still crazy after all these years. Ooh. Ba-da-ba-bum, ba-ba-dum, ba-dum. What's the longest clip that can be made in Deco here? I think all of them right now are 4 seconds. I'm getting worried that my Rabbit R1 will be a paperweight. I know, by the time that thing fucking ships, it's going to be using technology that we're like, oh yeah, that was like last month's technology. I mean, the good news about the Rabbit is that it is there's 2 things that they're doing in it that make me think it's not just going to be a paperweight. It's just basically an operating system. It's basically an operating system on a Raspberry Pi, so they can switch out the models. They can switch out their API calls, but then they've got this. What did they call it? Their whatever the model is, where they can train it on different applications. That, if they really build that up, is is really cool, where you could record yourself making an image in MidJourney, and then with the rabbit just go, make me an image in MidJourney of this, and you just talk the prompt, and it will log into Discord, make your MidJourney image, spit it out, and give it back to you, right? So I think it'll be fun to play with for at least a week. I'm hoping I get a month out of it. And then it's going to go right there, right on that little spot, right in front of the Urban Desires SideQuest drive. That's the spot where my Rabbit R1's going to go. Runway lets you add more up to 16 seconds. Yeah, you can take, in Runway, I think you can do it in Pika too. You take your 4-second video, you can extend it for 4 seconds and then do that 2 or 3 times up to 18 seconds or 16 seconds, something like that. 67 Chevy Impala. My first car was a 1970 Chevy Impala. See? With Kreger mags. 64 and a half Mustang. I had a 65 Fastback. That was pretty... Well, it looked great. Driving it was scary as fuck. Because when you get to about 65 miles an hour... You'd turn the wheel and keep turning the wheel, and then eventually you'd sort of it would hit it, and the wheels would turn, and the car would go boom, and then you try to turn it back. It was fucking awful. It was not a driver. That's why I want a resto mod. What are your thoughts on the Humane pin? I think it is the first of what will become commonplace. It feels like a step too far right now for it to be a commercial success. It feels like people have to learn too much new. What I like about the Rabbit is like you hold it in your screen, it's got a screen, it's got a scroll wheel, and it's got a button. You hit the button and you talk to it, and it makes a ChatGPT prompt. And then you scroll up and down with the scroll wheel, and if you want to take a picture, you double click it and it activates the camera, and then you do that to take it. Like it, there's just something tactile and intuitive about the Rabbit, where the pin is like this pin. You gotta remember it's there, and then you gotta like double tap it for a picture and double tap and hold for start your video recording, and then once your video's recording, you hold up your hand and it shoots the interface on your palm, and then you do this with your fingers. Like, there's just a lot to learn. I don't know if the incremental value is more than what I have in my phone, right? And I could argue that with the Rabbit as well. But the Rabbit's got this weird novelty toy thing to it that I think the pin doesn't. And the pin is also $800 and requires a subscription. So having a thing that's kind of like a phone, but not really, but it's here, and I don't know. I think they will be commonplace in 5 years. Whatever these devices are, whether they're glasses or whether they're shit we wear, or, you know, we will probably still continue to hold shit because it's just tactile. Hey, look at this. Click, click, click. Look. You know, as opposed to with the pin. Here, let me shoot my laser on my palm, and you can look at my family photos on my palm. Poorly rendered. I don't know. Just get out my phone. What's your opinion on the Apple LLM called MM1? From what I can tell, from what I've read on the feedback of it, is it looks really fucking impressive. It looks like Apple really has their shit together. And it looks like Apple put out an incredible amount of technical detail that is not like them. Like, they didn't quite open source it, but they put a lot out there about how it works and how they're doing what they're doing. So I don't know. I'll check in with you over the next couple of days. What I'm hoping it is a precursor to them, you know, announcing some new fucking hot and bothered Siri or something like that. But it looks like it's pretty impressive. I mean, A, they're fucking Apple, right? B, they put, what was it? $22.4 billion of research and development money in 2023. Most of it went to AI. They canceled their car project, which had 2,000 people working on it. And those 2,000 people are now working on AI. So, like, Apple is not doing nothing. They're just doing what Apple does, which is they're going to figure this shit out cold before they release it. And when they release it, it will likely alter the industry. Like, it will likely set the path for how consumers are going to engage with AI. They may not. Like right now, it just seems like, where the fuck are you, kids? We're out here, we're playing. Everybody's got their shit going on. You doing anything? I mean, what they're doing is they're building hardware. So their M3 chip, actually from M1 to M2 to M3, all have fairly significant capabilities. They built this application framework called, I think it's called MMX. MMX allows their hardware to use both system RAM and CPUs and GPUs to sort of all do AI shit together, like seamlessly. Like you can use resources from RAM, you can use resources from GPUs, CPUs, and they're all doing their shit together. Apparently it's some sort of technological marvel. Can we try the reference person again? Do we need to upload our picture? Yeah, I can. Yeah, I mean, you don't need to upload your picture. If you want it to look like you need to upload your picture. So the reference picture that's being referred to, I'm going to have no prompt. So I'm at app.decohere.ai. Down in the lower right of the prompt box is this button that looks like a picture, and then you can say upload. So you can pick a star, or you can upload a picture of yourself. And so if I just go Kyle, I think I've got pictures on here named Kyle. Kyle, hey Kyle. I don't know what that is. That's not me. Oh, wait. I didn't say contains the word Kyle. Good Lord, people. All right, that one's good. JPEG. All right, that should work. Maybe not. Yeah, it's in there. All right, let's see. Marathon runner. Let's see, the Boston. Oh, God. Look, I'm a marathon runner. Oh, it's so bad. It's so bad. Nice. Look at those guns. You go, Kyle. You go, Kyle Trackstar. Oh, yeah. America. Hey, Sally. Thanks for rooting me on. Running sucks. Letter, comma. Wonder if it'll do, let's see. A, comma, comma, comma. Oh yeah. You tell me AI can't be creative. Come on, people. You tell me AI can't be creative. Just copy and pasting from other shit. Baloney. Look at that. Bob, tell him what he's won. A new car. She's sassy and kind of looks like a dude. Oh, man. Oh, that one's kind of cool. Nike's latest shoe. Remember the Steve Martin short story, Cruel Shoes? All right, everybody. Girl Kyle running. Dude, don't do that. I spit my toothpaste all over the mirror. Do the cowboy. All right. Let's see. Handsome cowboy walking down a western town street. Hey there, I'm the happiest cowboy that ever was. Hey, how's it going? Cowboy here. See my tight jeans? Oh yeah. Hey, I'm a cowboy. You like cowboys? I'm sassy. When I was a kid, I wanted to be a stuntman. This was sort of how I imagined myself. Jumping off buildings, getting shot, falling off a horse. Yeah, I've been working out a little. Why? It's a show. Oh man. All right, I'm gonna get out of here. People. You got work tomorrow. Tomorrow's TGIM.
You can make money with ChatGPT.
Fantastic job. Yeah, the thing with the reference photos, it keeps the exact same composition and sort of facial expression. Kevin Leary said he would buy TikTok on a news clip. Yeah, I saw that too. So did, what's his name? Steve Mnuchin. Scary friggin' dude. But whatever. I don't know. I thought TikTok would be a slam dunk, but I saw a video today that said basically there's Chinese law that says they can't sell it. And that the house that wrote the bill knew that. And so they're positioning it as TikTok's going to be sold, but it can't be sold, and so therefore it's just going to go away. We'll see. We will see. It's all speculation until it's not. Vicky, I have the week off. Ooh, nice. Sleep in. Play with, go burn through your MidJourney credits. Oh, man. TGIM. Night. Good night. Okay, so I know what you're sitting there thinking. You're like, good Lord, this was fantastic. How can we support this channel? How can I personally make a difference? Keep this channel going. You can subscribe, follow. You can follow. You can subscribe to the lives, however the hell you do that. In one of the corners is a video series called Underhyped, which is a bunch of videos of me talking about why AI is a big deal and how to use it and use it creatively and problem solve with it and not get overwhelmed with it. So that's down there. That'll support. You can join the AI Salon, which is, there's the URL. Go to the salon.ai. Click on the first link that says AI Salon Community. Read about what we're up to. in Welcome to the Salon. If it sounds cool to you, join it. Doesn't cost anything. I know you're sitting out there going, oh, here comes the sales pitch.
You can make money with ChatGPT.
It's free. Like as in $0. There's people out there that have been doing this shit way less time than I have, charging $500 to join their fucking community. I probably should have gone that route, but no. I just wanted to help the people. So that's that. All right? And then the other way you can support this channel is just keep coming back here. Like, I'm here 7 nights a week. You're like, what the fuck are you doing with your life? Awesome question. But support me by showing up here and tell your friends about it. You know who to tell about it? Tell your friends about it that will hate it if you're learning AI. Good night, everyone, and thanks, Mods and Kyle. Thank you, irregulars. Thank you, subscribers. Thank you, mods, who make my life so much easier by dealing with the chaos. I really appreciate it because I know it feels thankless, but thank you. And let's see who's in here tonight. Emilio's wife, of course, was on time tonight. Thank you, Kyle. Thank you, Silver Fox. Cam Catkin. Zippy Zambo. Andrea, good to see you. Paula, good to see you. Jesse from Austin. Peace. Make money with Honda? Wait, with Rhonda. Make money with Rhonda. Awesome. I dig it.
You can make money with ChatGPT.
Joy Purdy. Side Hustle Mimi, good to see you. Corey Sandler Pottery. Joy Purdy. Paula, good to see you. Mr. IT, thank you as always. Tobias, one of the regular irregulars. Tobias, Dr. J, likewise. Joey. Night all, and you're amazing, Kyle. Oh, thank you so much, Corey. That is very sweet of you. I'm not good with the compliments. I'm trying to get better at it, but they kind of ricochet off. They come in, they go, ba-ding! I'm like, they throw me every time. Love that button. Great, fantastic. Thank you, Silver Fox, for the roses. That means a lot. I appreciate it. All right. Have a good night. I'll learn more tonight and tomorrow about the Grock open source and the Apple thing, and then we'll see if anything else is going on. I'm also check LinkedIn tomorrow. If you follow me on LinkedIn, we're launching a whole series of GPTs for this group I work with called Content Evolution. I'm really excited about. So check those out, and if you see that post, boost the shit out of it. All right, peace. Have a good night. See you tomorrow.